Today I'm going to teach you how to play Jesus Be the Name by Elevation Worship in any key. I'll be demonstrating in the key of C because it's easiest for beginners, but I'll also have the numbers displayed so you can translate this to any other key as well. If you were playing the song in the key of G, for example, whenever I play a 5, you would play a D. A big way I build dynamically is with the pad filter, which you'll see being adjusted on the screen as I adjust a knob on my MIDI keyboard. If you like the sound of these tones or want to see how it works, I'll have my Ableton Worship Keys template linked in the description below. And then after this playthrough, we'll have a quick talk through all the parts we went through in this song. But before that, let's get into the song.
Time
Okay, now let's talk through the main parts of this song. So this song, if you look at the actual keys part by Elevation, it's a pretty complex song with a lot of different moving parts, and my channel is especially geared towards beginners, so I wanted to make this song simpler and more accessible for beginners. So I've made some adjustments and I'll talk through those for each part. So for the intro, that's pretty simple and straightforward. We're just starting high on the keyboard, playing that melody line, sort of mimicking the verse. And you'll notice this throughout most of the song actually. Mimicking melodies is huge in worship music. You see mimicking melodies all the time in intros, in instrumentals, before bridges. A lot of times you're just mimicking whatever melody is about to come up. So this is super common, and in this song you see it a lot. So for example, once we move to verse 1, we move down on the keyboard, but we're still just mimicking that verse melody, as well as a cool little line over the A minor chord. You hear a little 7-1-5 melody in between the phrases, which is super pretty and adds a lot to the movement of the song. When we get to chorus 1, again, not much has changed. We're going to mimic the melody now of the chorus. And one thing you'll notice that I do while mimicking the melody, I'm playing the melody with all of my fingers, but my thumb is still staying on the 1 of the key. So in this case, we're in the key of C, so my thumb is on the C, and I'm playing that with every other note. And you don't have to do this if you wanted to just play the melody, but I find that adding the 1 or the 5 of the key adds a lot to just a plain melody. So it sort of fills out that melody and makes it feel less sparse. Verse 2 and chorus 2 are pretty much the same as the verse 1 and chorus 1, except for bringing the pad filter up a bit. Now when we get to the instrumental, this is where we'll change. And in the actual piano part, the piano is playing thirds, so 2 notes at a time that are a third away from each other. Now this is a little complex, so I decided instead to opt for just playing the main melody line. So we're just playing 1 note plus the 1 of the key. And that melody line is again just sort of mimicking the bridge with a little line added in between phrases. So we'll be doing that through the whole bridge, but slowly filtering up the pad throughout the bridge. And then after the bridge has built all the way, we're going to shift to the biggest part of the song, which is this big chorus, and we're going to transition to big 1-5-1 hits. So if you haven't watched the Lord Method video, you can watch this right here. This is a great way to build a song simply and dynamically. So we've got the 1-5-1 of the key in our right hand, and then octaves in our left, and we're hitting sort of halftime hits for that chorus, and then it transitions to regular, and we're just going in and out, or doing the 1s, then 5, 1s, 5, back and forth for the rest of the big choruses. And that will carry through all of the rest of the big parts of the song. And then when we drop down to the low chorus, you'll notice this is a lot more of a free space feel. And this is the most complex part of the song. And if you watch the keys for the rest of the song, this is actually how the song is played throughout most of the song. You'll notice I'm playing in different sections of the keyboard. So I might start a phrase sort of high up on the keyboard and then move it down an octave, then down another octave. I'm playing in the same range. I'm playing similar notes, but I'm shifting them up and down octaves throughout the line. And so this works great, especially at really low moments when it's just you as a piano player, because it really fills out the whole sonic spectrum. So you play a little high, twinkle, then you go down, low, then up to middle. And it's not super crucial that you follow what I'm playing exactly. I'm just sort of making it up as I go. But the point is that you're sort of mimicking the melody, but you're going at 1 octave for a little bit, then another octave, up and down through the octaves. So I would play with this method, try shifting octaves, and learning to shift octaves in the middle of a phrase is a great skill to learn, especially for these low moments. You can tell how it really fills out those moments and sounds super beautiful. And those are all the main parts of the song. Now, if you're newer to worship piano playing and want to fast track your learning, I just launched a brand new Learn Worship Piano online course. This course takes you through all of the main concepts you need to go from beginner to on a worship team fast and simple. And I'm really excited to finally have all this information consolidated into one spot. Click here to check it out.